strapping tight. We're bringing the heat, it feels so right. Lights are flashing, the crowd's in a roar. Get ready for action, it's what we live for. Electric vibes and the energy's on. We're taking the stage, it's time to get it on. 3 highlights, the thrill of the game. From the courts to the fields, you remember the name. Grab your snacks, settle in for the ride. It's game day, baby. Let's take it in stride. Are you ready to rumble? The stage is set. With the lights ablaze and no room for regrets. It's eyes are screaming. Adrenaline's popping. From the kick-up to the buzzer, the excitement is jumping. So grab your dress up, the game's ignite. I said, see the game's ignite. Bringing the fun that feels so right. It's the fun that feels so right. Welcome to the showdown, it's time to ignite. With the low ball the air, bringing you the fight. With the crowd roaring and the tension so thick. Get ready for highlights, every kick and flip. From the field to the crowd, be breaking it down. Tracking every move from the ace to the crown. But raise the sharp blaze and start to impress. We are ultimate soar. From time and land, no stress. Get set for the thrill. It's game time now. I will send you to the crowd. Let me show you how. Scores are dropping, wheels are turning, pace is high. We're rocking every moment, reaching for the sky. So catch your breath and strap in tight. We're bringing the heat, it feels so right. Lights are flashing, the crowd's in a roar. Get ready for action, it's what we live for. Electric vibes and the energy's on. We're taking the stage, it's time to get it on. 3 highlights, the thrill of the game. From the courts to the fields, you remember the name. Grab your snacks, settle in for the ride. It's game day, baby. Let's take it in stride. Are you ready to rumble? The stage is set. With the lights ablaze and no room for regrets. It's eyes are screaming. Adrenaline's popping. From the kick-up to the buzzer, the excitement is jumping. So grab your dress up, the game's ignite. I said, see the game's ignite. Bringing the fun that feels so right. It's the fun that feels so right. Welcome to the showdown, it's time to ignite. With the low ball the air, bringing you the fight. With the crowd roaring and the tension so thick. Get ready for highlights, every kick and
kid can really drill the ball.
Holy smokes. They got a shot.
He just kicked a 70-yard field
kick.
goal. Are you kidding me?
Crazy.
I've
That's
never
crazy.
seen that. The NFL record. Because it's preseason. But that's a Sports Center
money.
highlight.
Holy
70
smokes.
yards. I've never even seen a 70-yard field goal attempt. We've got some NFL veterans in the booth. Have you ever seen a 70-yard attempt?
Wow.
I mean, Logan Cook knew it was good the minute he hit it. That's unbelievable.
Yes, and for the thrill, it's game time now. I will send you to the crowd. Let me show you how. Scores are dropping, wheels are turning, aces high. We're rocking every moment, reaching for the sky. So catch your breath and strap in tight. We're bringing the heat, it feels so right. Lights are flashing, the crowd's in a roar. Get ready for action, it's what we live for.
Bro, this song kicks ass.
Yeah, I actually went to bed thinking about this song a couple of nights last week. It was crazy.
Bro, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ROMA Sports. I'm AK, your favorite guy. And tonight, we're going to go around the sports world with First and Furious. And then it's time to go hunting for October as the MLB playoffs are right around the corner. I'm here tonight with Gargi Navasa. How you guys doing?
Excellent. Great to see you guys. I'm super psyched tonight. Super psyched for this show. And I'm glad to be here. How you feeling, Wes?
Well, we got teams hunting for October playoffs. We got teams hunting for October college football. We got ourselves ready to go for some preseason NFL and everything in between. Let's go!
Absolutely. All right. But before we get started, make sure you go to riseofmiddleamerica.com and check out our lineup of podcasts from history to news, pop culture to true crime, and now sports. We have a show for all your needs. Also, you can join our Discord where all the magic of ROMA Sports happens. You want to be a podcast host, producer, researcher, or writer? This is a launch pad. Hit the top of the page for all of our socials and scroll to the bottom of the page to see our latest ROMA merch. We're going to have some ROMA Sports merch coming up here pretty soon, so that's going to be pretty nice. I can't wait for that. So you guys can support us in multiple ways. You can support us in the Discord. You can support us by subscribing to us on YouTube, on Rumble, on X. I'm at @therealRoma_AK. And then, Gargi, what's yours?
Yes, I'm on X at Lemagrag108. That's LEMAGRAG.
Yep. And somehow, Navas, I don't have yours.
Somehow, in some way, yes, you still have to update the intro roll. But no, you'll find me at X, or you'll find me on X at Lord Navasa, Twitch Lord Navasa, and Kick Navasa.
There you go. All right. So like I said, you can support us through our merch, through any of our sites, or you can go to the PayPal link down below to make a monetary contribution to help us keep the lights on. We've got a lot of stuff happening this week with our network. But this is a fun show. So we're going to talk about some sports. So without further ado, it's First and Furious. All right. So we're going to get hockey out the way real quick. And it's the Kraken again. Defensive man Riker Evans agrees to a 2-year, $4.1 million deal. August 12th, that's the defenseman Riker Evans agreed to a $4.1 million deal with the club on Monday. He's 23, had 5 goals, 25 assists, and 106 block shots in 73 games last season in his first full NHL campaign. Quote, Riker took a positive step forward with his first full season in the NHL. Kraken general manager Jason Paturo, I think that's how you say it, said in the news release, quote, since turning pro, he's shown improvement year over year. We are confident he'll take his game to the next level next season. We're happy to have him under contract.
Yeah. Listen, Riker's 2-year deal, 4.1. This is his second year, so they're looking at him as a sophomore phenom. I mean, listen, he's not shy. He likes to get his big body in there and block some shots. He had 185 hits. All right, that's he likes to lay the lumber, as they say. Now, regarding this contract, really quickly, the Kraken, they've been on headlines lately, positive and negative. But This is a pretty good cap management move for this team. It avoids a long-term stronghold for this player, just in case if it doesn't work out. But again, they're very optimistic about Mr. Evans, and hey, good signing.
No, it is. And again, I don't watch hockey as much as I used to, but I mean, it's clear this is an up and coming team. You need to harness as much talent as possible, and especially young talent in the NHL, because they have a hard cap. So like there's no team that really has a strategic advantage when it comes to that, unless you have some high level scorer that can score at will. I mean, you're pretty much in the mix with everybody else. Yeah,
your odds end with the players. They're pretty all kind of have the same quality skills, except you're a rare superstar. So, there you go. Is that a Georgia Bulldog hat, by the way? It's just throwing me off.
No. It is not Georgia.
What do you think about this? What do you think about this signing? What do you think about this signing?
What up, Unfiltered?
What's up, Donnie? First off, it's Fresno State.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wannabe Bulldogs.
No. We beat Georgia in the 2008 College World Series.
Oh, here
that
we
is
go.
Our pride and joy of
here
our
we
trophy.
go.
Don't start this.
I feel bad for hockey segment right now. No burn.
No.
We completely just like derailed.
You triggered it.
This was my fault.
But
All right.
In all seriousness, as far as like the contract goes, yes, 100%. It is a clear and concise contract signing to go ahead and cover both ends, or basically play both ends against the middle, in that you get him for 2 years. You already know he's darn good. And then once those 2 years are done, if he's still good for those 2 years, he's earned his 7x10 or 7x11. And that's when you lock him up and call him Johnny Hockey.
Yeah. And, really quickly, AK, and I'll let you rock. Hockey's a tough sport. These guys hit, they get hurt bad. These guys got no teeth. These guys are going at it every night. So, for them to spend $4 million on this kid, these guys don't get paid a lot. They should be getting paid a lot more money. I think it's all good around for the team. So
I'll play devil's advocate and say they get hit by linebackers, but they're not paid by linebackers.
Not at all.
Okay, so 82,000. All right. So I'm sorry, not 82,000. 4.1 million divided by 82 games. It's $50,000 a game.
Light work for a physical sport. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah. But I mean, you also have to remember that, most of these teams have 3 lines, right? So you're not out there all the time. You depending on how much you make, I mean, you might be out there, 2.5 periods. But for him, I mean, they only really need him out there if they're behind, or if if they need to just clamp down on defense. I mean, blocked 106 shots. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, he's that stopper besides the goalie. He's the extra goalie.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Well, look at this. Everybody wants to talk about football. All right.
Football's king, man.
Let's run through this. All right. So let's move on to the MLB. The Brewers join Elite Company, and where does Milwaukee's hot streak stand? All right. So the Brewers are the best team in MLB in 2025. It only seems to be more true by the day. On May 24th, Milwaukee lost to the Pittsburgh Pirates 2-1, dropping them a season worst 2 games under 500 with a record of 26-28. On August 11th, the Brewers faced the Pirates again, winning 7-1 to improve their record to a league best 74-44. My goodness, they've only lost 16 games?
Yeah,
since then.
Their last 50 games, they're out of control. I believe they're 37-14. They won today as well. I think they won 12 straight games. So now we could start maybe talking about chasing that Oakland record for all those wins, but we're not there yet. What's really cool about today is, besides the Brewers won their 12th straight game, is after the game, the whole city of Milwaukee got free hamburgers from a place called George Webb, which is a local chain in Milwaukee. Big ups to George Webb. He fed the whole city tonight hamburgers. Go Brewers.
Oh, my God.
What better way to pair pretty crappy beer in Miller Lite than a pretty darn good burger?
Especially when it's free.
Yeah, that's funny. So this is a chance for clutch postseason potential, and momentum really matters here, especially in the later months. But what about a team like the Mets? Who've lost 11 out of 12, no, 12 out of 13 now, isn't it?
So they won yesterday. They're in a grind tonight against Atlanta. I don't know the score right now live because we're on the show, but that would be 12 out of 13. 11 out of 13 they lost. 11 out of 13 if they
11 out of 13. This is a really bad time to lose to lose that many
especially
games.
with this salary, this team, they're healthy. What gives?
Just for a time check, it is 9-6 Braves, top of the fifth.
And I knew it was 5-0 Mets early.
Top of the fifth, no outs. Excuse me, 1 out. So yeah. Now, if we want to talk about teams that are coming out of nowhere, screaming hot, riding momentum, 8 ways to Sunday, you got to start with Miami.
Oh, the fish.
You got to start with Miami because we knew Miami was going to be bad. Starting of the year, it was bad. But did you know that the left fielder for the Miami Marlins has the highest WAR in MLB for his position?
Really?
Really?
Teach us something.
I know, right?
What is his name?
Give me a second, because it's the Miami Marlins.
Is this a Ramirez kid?
No, white kid.
Very good.
Give me a second.
Does it matter? He's a baseball player.
He's a baseball player, exactly.
But no, crazy story. Miami won again today. They clobber knocked. They scored over 14 runs today. They're hot, hotter than the waters in Miami.
Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, we're gonna get into that because we're gonna start talking about in the league leaks, the MLB playoff predictions. We're gonna have a couple of predictions ourselves. So let's save that. Let's save that for that segment.
I just want to make one small point. His name is Kyle Stowers.
Yes, Stowers. Yeah, young kid, a left-handed stick, I believe.
Left.
Yep, double left.
Oh man! All right, let's move to the NBA, where it returns to NBC. Oh my God, I can't wait to hear that glorious music on Sunday.
Listen, whoever cooked that up in the beat shop was just on point.
Oh man, they were on it. That's one of the best like sports songs.
It's nostalgic. It's like Rocky. It's like that theme. It's like this brought it. Everyone jumped out of the couch. Monday Night Football and NBA on NBA. I can't wait for this, Roma.
Dude, I mean, what do we got here? So these are some of the games that they're going to be broadcasting. All right, so we got the Oklahoma City Thunder hosting Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets, followed by the Lakers with LeBron hosting the Golden State Warriors. That's on October 21st. That's going to be the first two games of the season.
That's nice.
Yep, and then let's see, Cavaliers, Nuggets, Cavaliers, Pistons, Nuggets, Timberwolves on the 27th.
Ooh.
Let's see, and then the first ever Martin Luther King Jr. Day quadruple header. That
sounds spicy. I don't know if you guys like spicy food, but this one's spicy.
Nuggets and T-Wolves is going to be.
Yeah.
Dude, the Nuggets, they freaking. Everybody keeps saying the Magic. I'm a Magic fan, and I think we won free agency, but the Nuggets, I mean, they got everything that they needed. They got youth, they got athleticism, they got shooting, all around Big Jokic. So,
that's the big thing. It's the fact that Denver, unlike a majority of the NBA teams, Denver has either a player or a core that they are building around that can actually score, that can actually defend, that can actually play the damn game instead of being a bottom of the barrel, excuse me. Salary cap.
Not just that, but so that Jokic doesn't have to play 18 points on the floor. Because he's not that good of a defender. He's just long and is in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, they have 8, 9 guys they can go to. Like, they come right off the bench, 4 guy. They can run that 9 guy deep. And on the offseason, Jokic owns a horse in this country, and the horse won first place. So he's going to come into this season like a champ, riding
No
his
way.
championship
No
horse.
way.
Come get some. Come get some.
Nice.
Jokic putting the yoke in his horse.
Yoked it up.
Yoked it up. That's how you do it. All right, so let's move on to the NFL now. So we're going to do a recap of the top 3 rookie quarterbacks this weekend. And let's go ahead and start off with Jackson Dart, see what they got to say.
No volume. No, we can't hear crap, Roma. You got to jack the volume up.
What's up?
Jack the volume up.
Oh, is the volume now? Hold on. I'll get you guys. Give me just a second. But anyways, while I'm fixing this, Jackson Dart looked good. He looked really, really good. And now this is against, second, third, and fourth string defenders. But if you can hold yourself up and basically be almost perfect with any kind of defender, like NFL level defenders, then that means that, because not everybody on a defense is going to be good, right? You have to be, as a young quarterback, the first thing you have to learn is how to take what you can get. Take what you can get, throw it away, live for another day. All right. Your sophomore season is where they start like breaking down the intricacies of defenses and how to play against a cover 2 man, quarters, things like that. Because once you learn all of that, you're pretty much on the right track for success.
Yeah, AK. Dart's a rising star. This week, 12 and 19, 154 and a touchdown. All right. Now, again, it's not against starters, but the speed is kind of the same.
Mm-hmm.
You might a couple of tenths of a second difference with the All-Stars. But hey, he showed a lot of good progression in his first week. We hear a lot of good things out of camp this week here in New York about his practice, positivity, good attitude. So yeah, Dart's a good kid, man. I like it.
Absolutely. All right, let's try this again.
One who didn't make it in the first round is Shedeur Sanders, or the second, third, or fourth, to Jackson Dart. The Giants traded back into the bottom of round 1 to get him. Now, he was listed as third on the depth chart last week, but we all knew that was crap. He's number 2 on the depth chart for now. He's ahead of Jameis Winston. He entered the game ahead of Jameis Winston. It was Russell Wilson for a series, and then it was Jackson Dart. He threw a touchdown pass, and he led the team in rushing yards in a 34-25 victory over the Buffalo Bills.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop it there because I think Jameis Winston's a trading piece.
I don't know, because with DeVito, Winston's way better than DeVito, and with this tail now of Dart, this just knocks DeVito right out. It's going to be Wilson, Winston, and Dart. I don't think DeVito has a chance, so I think the cutlet will be cut.
Navasa, can you look up the amount, how much all 3 of those quarterbacks are getting paid? Because this is a huge chunk of our salary. It's a huge chunk to have.
These 2 quarterbacks, Winston and Wilson, are getting paid, and it's crazy because they signed Winston first, right?
Yeah.
Gave him a nice $1, and then a week or 2 later, they just signed Wilson and gave him more money. So it's like, we have all this money to spend on a backup quarterback.
I honestly think they signed Winston just that nobody else can have him. You know, because it's nice to sign him up and then be like, okay, what contender's quarterback is going to go down first?
Yeah.
And then send them off over there and get like a third or a fourth round pick.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like we were talking in pregame, let's hope it ain't Dak, right? Last 2 years, Dak went down in a heap.
I wonder if there's a futures bet in Vegas.
For injuries, you can never bet on an injury. That's not allowed. It's illegal. Can't bet on an injury. Take the under. It's the same. It's a nice way of saying injury.
She said that's messed up.
You know what I mean? Jelly beans.
We're just kidding. All right. We're professional gamblers here.
What do you think about all of this?
Well, number one, I find it a little hard to believe that Russell Wilson is only an $11 million cap hit this year.
Why is that? Some picks were going over or something? Conditional?
No, I thought Russell Wilson was going to be like a $30 or a $40 million hit, not 11. But that's just by Russell Wilson, and then
I think that's because of Denver.
Maybe.
Yeah, because I think
or incentives are packed in maybe late in the contract.
Maybe.
And yeah, so I think Denver's paying part of that because they got a rookie quarterback right now, so they have the money to kind of spare to do that.
And then Jameis Winston is a $3 million hit.
That's light work.
Oh yeah, especially for someone like Jameis Winston, and then you factor in the fact that Tommy DeVito is still rookie scale.
What up, Salty?
What's up,
Salty from the Salty and Savage show. What's going on? He doesn't
get any burn. That's why.
And then Jackson Dart being rookie scale, even Jackson Dart was late first round or late second round. I think he was late first round.
He was late first round. We moved up to get him.
Understood.
There was a trade involved on that one.
I will say Jackson Dart. I don't know if the regular season he's going to maintain being P2 behind Russell Wilson. Don't know. But he did look really good. Other teams that did have quarterbacks that looked really good, albeit it was only one game, include New Orleans, Cleveland, and then someone brought it up earlier, Minnesota. Gotta get that McCarthy in there.
Minnesota. Get some pop.
But no, I was looking up New Orleans because they've got Cleveland's quarterback rotation situation is atrocious, but at least they have something to rely on in Joe Flacco as like the base.
The baseline, right.
Speaking about that, right, AK?
Speaking of Cleveland quarterbacks, let's move on to Shedeur Sanders. Let's see what they got.
Volume.
Oh, come on.
Mute.
Upside down. Guys, we're giving away copies of Madden 26 to a follower that turns on their notifications on this page. Coming into this game, Shedeur Sanders was QB number 4 for the Cleveland Browns. But when injuries hit Kenny Pickett and Dylan Gabriel, Coach Kevin Stefanski had no choice. Coach Prime's tweeting, "My son's ready," but internally, everyone's thinking the same thing. Is Shedeur Sanders the next big thing, or is he just overhyped? So first quarter, 3rd and 9. Instead of checking down like a scared rookie, Shedeur Sanders takes off running, scrambles for 10 yards, and gets his first down. Then again in the second quarter with the Browns in the red zone, Shedeur drops back and threads a perfect 7-yard touchdown pass to Raiden Davis in the back corner. Final statistics was 14 of 23, 138 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Okay, now, I will readily admit I was wrong. I guessed that he was 8 for 15.
What did I say? No, because we all did this last week, right? Yeah. What did I say?
16 for 18.
I said he was going to go 16 for 18 for 142 yards and 2 touchdowns.
I said he was 8 for 15, 1 interception, 1 TD.
138 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yo, my guy. Do you have a crystal ball that I don't know about, or the sports almanac?
Yeah, I got the one from Back to the Future. But anyways,
It's the 1.21 gigawatt edition.
Oh man.
But no, like I knew he was going to protect the ball. I knew that he had the ability to scramble. I knew that he had the ability to, like, his short to medium range is like on point. We haven't seen him throw deep yet, but one thing he learned when he was in college was how to protect the football. Now he might hold on to the ball a little bit too long, but I mean Stefanski definitely coached that crap out of him.
Yeah. I mean, you just put up 3 plays that he ran. And from what I seen, the play that he was in the pocket, he had to get away and scramble.
Mm-hmm.
But the other plays with play action rollouts would actually gave him some time, comfortableness, and throw a dart. And that's a good play call for a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
A play action, so you don't have heat on you. Now, if there's an outside linebacker blitz and he turns around and runs into it like soup, I'm sorry. But I think
like Reggie Bush did.
Yeah, exactly. You remember that? Oh, could you find that for the peoples, please? Yeah, I mean, great play calling. Navasa, what do you think about getting these rookie quarterbacks on the rollout play action and giving them some time to throw?
So, a couple things. It also depends on how the quarterback was trained when they go through college, because there are different styles between the running quarterback versus the pocket passer versus the Lamar Jackson. And long story short, it depends on what the team and the coordinators are working with. So it's like with Shedeur Sanders, you knew that he was going to be a running quarterback through and through because Coach Prime knew that he had a runner for a quarterback at Colorado. And then on top of that,
lines up as a tailback. Reeves swings it out to
money. I mean, I think school's like done for the summer on that one.
Dude, that was as bad as when Robert Ferguson got clotheslined by Jacksonville.
Now I'm surprised his helmet stood on, because usually it's pop goes the weasel on that one.
Well, that was because he went the head right in the chest.
Oh man,
what a tackle!
But no,
you can't call it spearing either. That's not spearing.
No, that's literally shoulder first, square. Like that was Damar Hamlin levels of just bam.
Oh my God, yeah, that was one of those, like, it was basically his welcome to the NFL moment.
Last week you called out a Carolina Panther, it was like a defensive tackle or something like that or whatever. Wasn't it Julius Peppers?
Yeah.
That was the guy, right? I was thinking about it all week. I'm like, I know it's got to be Rucker or Peppers or something like that. So,
Rucker.
Remember him?
Oh, my God. You just way back. Holy crap. No, Julius Pepper was 6'7", 295. It just
ace of the team.
You know what?
Yeah, he went through some good times and some bad times with Carolina. Holy crap.
I think that's when they were like the exhibition team to come in, like that. Them and the Jaguars, I believe. There was like their inaugurational years or whatever.
No, it wasn't that early, but he definitely. It was. Was it 2003? I want to say. He was in for 18 years.
Because 2004 wasn't Mark Brunell brought the Jags to the Super Bowl, and they were like, "Oh, the second year the Jags are in the league, they're already in the Super Bowl."
No, I don't think they were in a Super Bowl. They went to the championship.
AFC
championship. So their first year, both the Panthers and the Jaguars made it to the conference championships.
Yes. Now that, correct me if I'm wrong, but Carolina at that time, that was still with Jake Delhomme, right?
Wow, Jake the Snake.
Jake Delhomme. No. Yeah, that was 2003.
Jake the Snake is Jake the Snake Plummer, not Delhomme.
You actually, you want to know something? Right. You're right. I thought you were going to just say Jake the Snake Roberts, and I was going to say you don't get any of my jokes.
Plummer, bro.
No.
But you actually put me in my place.
No, I remember when Jake the Snake Plummer played against Peyton Manning in either AFC Divisional or AFC Championship game. Denver versus Indianapolis in the RCA Dome before it got changed to Lucas Oil.
Oh man, we're going way back now.
Ricky,
all right,
Ricky James. It was Edrin James.
Edrin James, Marvin Harrison, Reggie White,
Wayne.
Reggie Wayne.
Reggie Wayne.
Reggie Wayne.
All right, we're getting off topic here. All right, Cam Ward, let's go.
Oh, look, the best for last.
Ward made his debut, the rookie from Miami. Pretty decent, 5 of 8, 67 yards, Chris. He understood the assignment. Here is the headline, which is a laugh out loud headline from Fox. He understood the assignment in the preseason debut. Cam Ward did. Real or relax with Cam Ward?
Well, no, it's real. It's real. I like that all the way.
Is it?
Yes. Well, I mean, listen.
If the Titans could redraft right now, would they take Shedeur Sanders or Cam Ward?
You're funny. I knew I was going to have to deal with crap like that from you right there. No, I think they'd go Cam Ward. I think so. Okay. But like, it is a funny headline to your point, right? Like, he understood the assignment not to piss down his leg as the number 1 pick in the draft, right?
Yep.
I love Cam Ward. You know that, just talking in the whole pre-draft process. But I don't know how you can't watch the game the other night and go, ooh, there's something special about Cam Ward. The ball pops off of his hand in a way that only special quarterbacks and throwers have. Even his incompletions, the ball went where he wanted it to go. It was tight coverage. It was bang, bang. One guy kind of dropped it in tight coverage. But like on target, how quickly he can get out of his hands, and there's the way he can just flick it, Stu Gotts. Yeah. I mean, he looks like it's just like a flick of the wrist, and the ball goes 30 yards through the air. I was impressed with it. Again, it's preseason, like you said. It's early. It's not going to be like complicated defenses, not a ton of starters. You're running a basic part of your offense, but the big thing is the look test. And to
so the eye test. I mean, the passes that he did throw that were completed, I mean, well, 3 of them to one guy, but they were either right on point or he got it in the general vicinity in which they were able to make that catch.
Now, I will say, Cam Ward, he did have a completion very similar to Shedeur Sanders threading that needle. Because it was to Calvin Ridley, double coverage, but Shedeur's was 2.5 coverage.
I mean, listen, there's not enough, there's no sample there, game 1. 5 for 8, 67 yards is good if you would have kept them going. I mean, I guess they just really wanted to lean back on, safety for the kid. But the answer it's like the dog ate my homework answer. Like, he understood the assignment, but yet he's not playing the game and he looks like he's lost. I mean, an incomplete pass to me is an incomplete pass. I don't care how close the ball was to the guy. Now, if you tell me the receiver dropped the ball and it was in the numbers, that's different. But if we're doing shoelaces and we're going over here, but not enough sample for me.
Yeah, same here. Not with 8 passes. Yeah, we're going to need at least 100 passes before we can start seeing like what elite looks like, how he plays against, how he plays against the stout defense, how he plays against elite defenders on the back end, how he plays against the blitz. Is he going to be able to pick up the blitz? Is he going to be able to recognize those things and say, hey, Y stay, boom, tight end stays in, H stay, running back stays in? Like, are they going to have those guys? Is he going to understand it and say, hey, this is where they're coming from and this is where I need you to go, and be able to do that with only 40 seconds on the clock? Because in the NFL, it's not like college where you have, remember we were talking earlier, where you have the where the clock stops until the ball is placed. No, the clock is running as soon as you hit the ground.
Yeah, Vasa, let me I don't know if you guys heard, they lost Spears, their running back. So
Tajay?
Tajay Spears is out.
Really?
Yeah, and the team's not good to begin with. They don't have Derrick Henry anymore. You know what I mean? So, the offensive coordinator, who knows? Who'd you say? Stepnoski? Who's the head coach there?
Hold on. Are you talking Tennessee or Cleveland?
Tennessee.
Tennessee, I thought it was Mike Vrabel, but...
No, he's in New England now.
Yeah, he just left there, too. So it's a whole new culture there, young team, and now they lose their running back.
Brian Callahan.
Mr. Callahan.
Brian Callahan, is that the famous Bill Callahan son? Oh, okay. So he's an offensive. Yeah.
And
Mr. Callahan from the Raiders, Bill Callahan.
Yeah.
Bill
Callahan.
again, you know who else is the son of a famous head coach that is now head coach in the NFL?
Yeah, Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan, right? He's one. Well,
Let me rephrase that. He just got hired this year. Everyone remembers Marty.
In New England? Not New England, New Orleans?
No. Everyone remembers Marty Schottenheimer. Now his son, Brian Schottenheimer, is the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys.
Whoa!
This year.
This is great for the Giants. I love it.
There it is. Yes.
A lot of people are sleeping on this Giants defense.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm so hyped up. It's not even funny.
Now, I do want to take 30 seconds and just tangent on over to the New Orleans Saints, because they have a quarterback class, or they have a quarterback room that is literally, who the hell are we starting this week? Because we have no idea what Jay Cantor's going to do. We have no idea what old man Shuck is going to do. And we barely know what Spencer Rattler's going to do. We're literally playing craps on the football field and saying, pray no 7.
Well, I mean, Rattler, we kind of got a little bit of him last year. And I mean, he's like hit or miss. He's like Jameis Winston Jr. Almost.
Hey, never ever underestimate the power of a famous Jameis turnover.
I feel bad. I mean, I feel bad for Kamara. He needs
like a touchdown.
He needs a trade. He needs to get traded. Alvin Kamara.
Well,
he's wasting his talent.
So remember how we were talking about Seattle getting that really damn good contract for their hockey player locked up for 2 years? This is why you do what you do in your sports team, because New Orleans is going through cap hell because of all the contracts that they bloated up over the last 5, 6, 7 years. And now the Pied Piper is getting paid.
Absolutely. And that's what happens. I mean, I did on Roma Nation, I did a episode on salary caps on all the 4 major sports. And and the thing about the NFL is that it's a hard cap, but you can defer money to later years because the salary cap's always going up. So you can always borrow money from the future for now, but at a penalty.
Yep.
And the thing is that, this all started even when Drew Brees was still there.
It sounds
Drew
like
Brees, Demaryius Thomas,
Jimmy Graham.
Yep.
Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah, they deferred for so long, and now they're getting hit.
What about the Honey Badger? He was over there eating up some money too. I mean, listen, everyone had their hands down in the bayou,
and
everyone wore the black.
And then the only saving grace of the New Orleans season this year is the fact that Derek Carr did not take the $40 million salary that he could have gone for. He could have put the gigantic squeeze on New Orleans, but he literally said, and I quote, "I have enough money. I don't need this." They do.
It's like, we're introducing you to practice squad with Derek Carr. Like, that's what it would have been.
That's crazy. I don't want that.
You guys are funny. All right.
Well, there goes my car insurance.
Let's move on to the MLB playoffs and league leagues. All right. So you guys smell that? October air is coming early, and for some teams it smells like champagne, and for others burnt toast. Who knows? But I'll tell you what, we got the playoff chase going on, so I'm gonna let you guys have a little bit of fun.
Why don't you lead off, bro?
On through this. All right. So what do we got here in the AL? So in the AL, we've got the Toronto Blue Jays and the Detroit Tigers with. Well, this isn't updated. Hold on, let me see. Is this updated? So Toronto Blue Jays, Detroit Tigers with 70 wins, right? And then the Astros with 68. Then you got the wild card, the 3 wild card teams right below. Seattle Mariners, surprise team this year.
Yeah.
Surprise team this year. I mean, I'm wondering what their schedule is like going on. I mean, right now they're at Baltimore, and Baltimore is not doing too well. But we got the Red Sox at 66 and the Yankees at 64. But it's not the wild card teams that I'm interested in. I'm interested in the 4 teams below that line. The Cleveland Guardians, Texas Rangers, Kansas City Royals, and the Angels. Because these guys right now, I mean, if you look at the differential, the only team right now that really stands a chance, I think, is the Texas Rangers here, because the differential is everything. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Listen, Texas has got a great team at home. They don't score runs on the road. They definitely don't have the same pitching staff that they did when they won the World Series 2 years ago. DeGrom's back, but he's not the DeGrom of old.
Mm-hmm.
They're 500, 3-7 in their last 10. I see them really taking a step back. I like Cleveland. I like Kansas City to step forward. But yeah, I think Texas is phony this year.
You think so? I think they're a team that might sneak in and then just get destroyed in the play-in.
Quick 3-game sweeper. Because the first round is best of 5, so baseball.
She said, "I'm still boycotting baseball because the stupid NL has the DH now, and yes, it makes me yell because I are mad."
Sorry to tell you this, but it's still showtime, baby.
Seattle just lost in Baltimore 4-3. It was 3-1 in the 9th. And
yes.
Enuero, how do you say his name? Suarez? Eugenio with a 2-run game-tying homer in the 9th.
Oh, wow.
But Baltimore walks it off 4-3.
Yep.
So, I mean, Seattle's hot. I like Houston. They just snuck up into the division, but they weren't there yesterday. They were in the wild card. So, I mean, I like Houston. I really do. They got pitching. They got cheating people in the dugout. They got Altuve. I mean, what do you think?
So I'm at the Seattle Mariners schedule for the rest of the year. And funny enough, they have a pivotal 3-game series against the Astros September 19th, 20th, and 21st. Literally, that is your divisional weekend right there. And looking at the rest of the schedule from now until the end of the year, Seattle's got the Mets, Phillies, A's, Padres, Guardians, Rays again, Braves, Cardinals, Angels, Royals, Astros, Rockies, and Dodgers.
That's a tough schedule down the stretch.
That's medium. That's medium.
I don't know, man. I mean, you just railed off 12 series. I think 8 of them are super hard out of the 12.
Well, you've got your high end, which is your Astros, your Dodgers.
San Diego, Philadelphia, the Mets. I mean, these are teams that are there. I mean, Seattle's got to go on the road and play these National League East teams. Could you find that for me?
It's half and half.
Yeah, because I was going to say, where are they traveling to? Because if most of the games that they're playing are on the West Coast, they actually might have a shot. But if they're traveling east, 8 of those 12 series, ooh, that's rough.
So they're going to the Mets, Phillies, Guardians,
those are 3 wild cards,
and Astros.
So that's 2 division leaders, 2 wild card leaders, and 1 shit team. That's out of those first 5 series, super hard.
But they are hosting Dodgers, Rockies, Angels, Cardinals, Padres, and A's.
All right, so you got to win those West Coast games at home.
Exactly.
You got to win those games.
But no, I want to harp on the fact that for the first time in God knows how many years since Arozarena actually did something, Seattle has a freaking hitter. They've had the pitching for years, almost a decade even. But now they finally have a hitter they can call theirs. I'm sorry that I am this animated, but do you realize how many punches in the dick that Seattle has done in the last decade? Do you realize how many times Seattle has gone ahead and I hate that, but I love it. Do you realize how much disappointment Seattle has done unto their fans? Like, come on, give us a shot this time. Rant over.
You know what's scary about that whole rant? That you know the little logo for the Mariners, that little guy that runs around with the Mariner in his hand, that sphere or whatever. You got to try on. Oh, that guy's crazy looking.
Trident,
like the gum.
Yes, like every baseball team, more or less, they have like a little clubhouse tradition that whenever you hit a home run or you score runs, you do a little shindig. Okay, for Seattle, whenever you hit a home run, you hoist the trident.
I like the power of the trident.
Exactly. All right, let's move to the NL. All right, so we got the Milwaukee Brewers, Philadelphia Phillies, and the San Diego Padres. Brewers 76-44 leading the league. It's not out of nowhere. I mean, they've been on fire the last 50 games.
Yeah, they are pissed off. They lost that playoff game to the Mets last year in the final inning to Pete Alonso's home run. They traded away their closer to the Yankees. They got Yelich back. They made sure their core players are healthy. They got a couple of signings. Their pitching staff's off the hook. Hottest team in baseball. No fear. They remind me of the Texas Rangers of 2 years ago when, as soon as July hit, they went on this historical run and won the World Series. My pick, Brewers, to win the World Series.
Okay. All right. So, but standing in their way, you got the elite Chicago Cubs with 116 run differential. I think are they second only to Milwaukee? So that's good. They're going to be standing in their way. All right. Of course, you got the Dodgers with all that freaking talent. And, they're gonna throw.
If they can stay healthy.
Yes. Because the Dodgers right now should have 80 wins.
Yeah, they had a situation with Mookie Betts where he missed a whole bunch of games. He had like a virus. He had like the weirdest virus in his system that sidelined him. I think they went to play some games in Japan, and he flew with the team, but he was out. They lost a whole bunch of games without him. Ohtani missed some games. They were all banged up and out of shape. Their pitching staff's all banged out. But now they're starting to win some games here and there. They'll be there. The Dodgers will be there.
Yep. And then, of course, we got the New York Mets, who are on a spiral right now.
The Coney Island roller coaster is going down the hill.
Yes, it is. So, so those are the three NL wild cards. All right, so let's go on and let's say, all right, so 58 wins. We'll do the cutoff there. Atlanta Braves and 51. Unless they go on like the craziest run and get the most amount of help in sports history, they're not going to make it. So Miami Marlins, Navasa.
Okay. This is one of those times where baseball magic just magics, okay? For the longest time, the MLB playoffs, even when they went to the 17 playoff in 2020 because of COVID, even before that, the St. Louis Cardinals were always being accused of having magic pixie dust somewhere stored under the Gateway Arch. Because for some reason, every year the St. Louis Cardinals would get on a run. 20-2 in September, or 30-13 through mid-August. Like, some form of pixie dust was stored somewhere. That pixie dust is now in Miami. Although I'm sure it goes by a completely different name, and I'm not going to say it. Let's just say they might have sprinkled some in the Cubanos.
Right. Well, I say the same thing about the Tampa Bay Rays up here, because they do some weird stuff when September hits. Right? September hits, and they will just go on like a 20-game winning streak and just back their way into the playoffs. They've done it twice in the last 15 years. One of those, they made the World Series. Like, it's But they're also in the AL East.
I think Tampa's got the best farm system in baseball. I mean, this team is a farm system playing Major League Baseball and winning games constantly. This organization puts out a whole bunch of 87, 88 rated players if you were playing a video game, instead of having a 72 and a 68 at the bottom of the lineup and a 94 in the middle. Everyone's 87.
Yeah.
So this team's solid, and that's their formula, but their farm system's off the hook.
You want to know which team doesn't have a farm system now because they sold it at the deadline? The Padres.
El Padre.
The San Diego Padres, ever since the trade deadline, their record, they've caught up with the LA Dodgers for the NL West. The fact that they're hunting and now leading the NL West just goes to show that AJ Finch knows what the heck he's doing. However, when you bet the farm on a title, you damn well better win or bust. And I guarantee you.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
I was going to say, San Diego dodged one hell of a bullet not getting the Rafael Devers deal. Because look at the Giants.
Okay, now with San Diego, really quickly. The Friars of San Diego, okay? They are tied to Tatis. They are tied to Bogarts. And they are tied to Juan Soto. They have spent, when they had him there, you know how much money it took them to get him out of Washington? You know how much money they spent to rent that guy? The books are through the roof. They have all superstars on that team. They never get past the second round of the playoffs into the division, into the championship. And it's just, they're really stuck on these salaries. I think they're still paying for Eric Hosmer. How about that?
Gut shot.
All right.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, so how are they doing right now? Because they're 8-2 in the last 10. They're on a 5-game winning streak. So, you know, is this going to continue, or are they going to? I don't know. It's a tough. The
only reason
conference.
I would say the only reason why they're there is because the Dodgers have been struggling so mightily that they just gain games and stuff like that. But they ain't got it.
But look at the teams behind the Cubs, the Dodgers, and I'm not even going to talk about the Mets. But I mean, either one of these teams in the top 5 can make the World Series.
Are we just gonna ignore Cincinnati?
No,
What the hell?
Listen, they clobbered the Phillies the last 2 games, yesterday and tonight. Clobbered the Phillies. Cincinnati's steamrolling right now. What are they? The first team in baseball, maybe? The oldest stadium, 19-something over there, Mrs. Red? Let's go, Cincinnati!
Oh, man. You just made a bunch of Bengals fans really happy.
Woo! Only they could sign their defense.
I love Pete Rose, so.
Oh, man, okay. Cincinnati Reds. Yeah, so, I mean, Cincinnati has a chance to throw a wrench into the entire NL if they can get past the Mets, which I think they are. Because as long as they get there, that's the type of team you don't want to see in the playoffs.
Yeah, and if they're playing the Pirates down the stretch and the Cardinals, which is their division opponents, and they can grab those wins and add them to their little pile of wins they have there, they should be all right. Hopefully their schedule is a little favor to them, but it would be nice to see Cincinnati in the playoffs, man.
Well, I can tell you that Cincinnati is going to have an arduous schedule for the remaining of the season, because the only teams under 500 that Cincinnati plays for the rest of the year is a 3-game series against the Pirates, A's, Cardinals are 500, and Angels, and D-backs, excuse me. That's it. 4 3-game series against those under 500 teams. Every other team they're playing is division leading or wild card, including the Phillies, Brewers, Dodgers, Cardinals, Blue Jays, Mets, Padres, Cubs, Brewers again, Cardinals again. if you thought Tampa Bay, or excuse me, if you thought Seattle had a hard road getting into the playoffs, Cincinnati has the.
That sounds tough. That sounds super tough.
No, that ain't super tough. That is the gauntlet. If Cincinnati makes the playoffs with the schedule that they've got right now, that is the team that you do not fuck with.
Really quick, AK, I'm going to put a future bet. Cincinnati Reds versus Seattle Mariners World Series. Ooh. I'll put it in on FanDuel. I'll show the ticket to everybody on X at the end of the show.
Bro, send it to me and I'll post it up.
$100 got to win at least $100,000 or something. I got to look at the odds. We'll see.
I would say easily plus 2,500, maybe plus 3,000.
You know what? I'm going to do you one up. I'm going to take the Cincinnati Reds and the Tampa Bay Rays.
Oh, whoa. I'm loving it.
$100 bet. Let's go.
Love it.
Let me go ahead and handle this.
Any action?
If I'm going for value picks, like a value pick World Series,
give me a World Series predict. Yeah, give me a nice World Series.
Scroll down to the NL real quick, because I'm going to say Texas and Chicago.
Whoa. You want to know something? That's not bad though. That's better than mine.
No, that's
a super underdog.
No, mine is a value pick.
It is. I like that actually.
Yeah,
nailed it on the head. Super value.
Yeah, that's actually not bad.
Good money. That's good money.
Because PCA is balling the hell out in Chicago.
Boy.
And then Texas, I don't know, man. Something's in that Texas water that's coming out real bright.
The only problem with Texas is they don't score this year. They can't score runs on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seems to be the Corey Seager killer, if you will.
Yeah.
But hey, at least they don't have Marcus Stroman anymore.
No more.
Let's see. You said Texas on the road, right? So right now at home they're 37-26, and away they're 24-35.
Yeah, and by them not scoring, I mean they're getting 5-1, 4-0, 3-0, 6.
By the way, I just want to point out, Roma, you say that run differential means everything. Look at Cleveland.
And that's because of the Tigers are just spanking them up every time they play them.
No, look at Cleveland's run differential.
Right, and that's because every time they play Detroit, I think Detroit slaps them up 10-1, so it crushes their run differential.
I just want to point out that it's minus 27.
That's incredible to have a minus 27 run differential and be 5 games over and knocking on the door of the bum Yankees.
What that means is that they probably played Toronto, Detroit, and Houston and got destroyed in those games. But all the rest of the games, they were tight games. Maybe
quite like a tiger.
All right, so to kind of wrap up this segment, so with the wild card picture in the AL, the Mariners are 66-53. They lead the wild card, followed by the Red Sox and Yankees with tight positioning. In the NL, you got the Cubs atop the wild card at 67-50, leading the field. The teams are heating up. Miami Marlins, they're 30-14 since mid-June, and now are playoff contenders. The Brewers' 10-game winning streak, or now 11-game winning streak, and they're just red hot. I mean, they're probably going to coast straight in, barring an injury of some sort.
Yeah,
the teams that are falling, the Mets, they're 11-13 despite talent with pitching depth, both often, and the offense both crumbling. And then, of course, with the insight, the MLB playoffs and the postseason kicks off September 30th with the wild card series. So we got 7 weeks to go, guys. So dark horses.
I was going to say, is there a value bet to see if there is a game 163?
I love 163.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think Texas and Toronto did a little 163 last year, right? Texas
I think
and
so.
Toronto?
If I'm going to go dark horse, I have to have 2 because one of them is very conditional.
Mm-hmm.
So
if we all have one horse in the race and you have 2, that's not fair.
I know. But that's
Fine.
because I'm
Fine. We'll pick one dark horse from each league.
Okay, I was gonna say my dark horse is overall is still going to be Chicago, especially because Philadelphia, they are a home run or bust team through and through. If Schwarber ain't bombing, you ain't going. But Chicago, that is overall. If Cincinnati makes the playoffs, especially because of the schedule that they're running through the end of the year, if Cincinnati makes it, I'm going Cincinnati.
All right. So Cincinnati right now, with teams over 500 are 30-32.
That's good.
Yeah. Quick question. Mets, did they lose? Because I know the Reds won, and that means the Reds are in the wild card.
No, Reds are still a game and a half behind.
Oh, I'm sorry. They played more games and have losses here. Okay, you're right.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Cincinnati has 3 more games played than New York.
I like it. I like the dark horse. I'm with you with that. I'm with you with the Reds. Unfortunately, we're gonna pair up on that. In the American League, I like Houston. They just jumped out in the division. They were the wild card team when I did my my little notes yesterday or whatnot. But I like Houston. I think Houston's got it right now. They got the veterans, and it's a tough place to play too. So they got Verlander, I think. Right?
No,
Verlander's on San Francisco now. Okay.
Mm-hmm. What I was going to say is that they did just pick up Correa from the trade line.
Yeah, that's right. They got the X guy back. There you go.
After the Minnesota fire sale.
What do you think, AK? Who's your dark horse?
Ooh, you guys got some good ones here. You know what? What are the chances of being an all-Ohio World Series?
Non-zero, I will give you probably plus 3,500, maybe plus 4,000.
I like it.
Let's do that.
I'm going to write that down.
Yeah, because they're both of them are on the line for the NL wild card. So I think I'm going to do that.
I like
That's
it.
where I'm going.
Now, it would be hilarious to see Kansas City shock the MLB with one of the oldest players in the game in Salvador Perez and sneak and squeak their way into the 7th seed.
If you could hang around with Sally P, catching, I mean, he heats up late. He's got a magical bat. They got Bobby Witt. I mean, the kid's not doing anything. They got a whole bunch of lefty bats there. Pitching staff's young. But yeah, Sally P magic.
Rodeo coverage. This guy wants some rodeo coverage. You think we can get some rodeo coverage next week?
Oh, I can go dumpster diving through PBR, especially because, come to find out, PBR is going to be in Nashville from the 15th through the 17th.
I don't like peanut butter with raisins.
Neither my potato salad. Anyways.
Dude, speaking of raisins and potato salad, there's a guy on YouTube, Facebook, X. I forget his name. I think it's like Trev Clips, but he's like the professional heckler. Okay? One of the things that he'll go ahead and do is heckle at specific games. He's got a schedule for it. One of the professional heckles he did was like, "Hey, Lorenzo! You're the type of guy that puts raisins in the potato salad! You bum!"
God.
Things like that. Like being a tasteful, family-friendly heckler. Unlike the asshole that went ahead and got himself banned from every MLB stadium for life with heckling Ketel Marte after his mom died.
Again, about that. That's fucked up.
Yes, it is. But no, you said potato salad and raisins, and it just clicked.
Absolutely.
I'll send you some heckle clips.
All right. I think we beat that dead horse as much as we could. We got all the crazy picks. We've got.
Wait, you mean we tenderize the horse? Holy crap!
Yeah, we'll do rodeos next week. Maybe do some horse racing the week after. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyway,
we'll measure the horseshoe. We'll see how big the horseshoe is on the horse.
You got Ohio State for that.
The Buckeyes. Yo, I love
Okay.
Brutus. You know, I told Elizabeth E213, my wife, my beautiful wife, and I said, "Babe, do you know what the mascot is for the Buckeyes?" And she's like, "What is that?" It's an acorn. And what's on the helmet? It's cannabis leaves. Brutus loves to get high, baby. Buckeyes number 1. Let's go.
And you know what? That's perfect into our segue into the franchise files. Let's go. It's college football season, baby. Let's see what Pat McAfee has to say about it as I do it again.
Number 1 team in the country.
He did it again.
Now, Tone is AP voted for the NFL, not for college. Texas, number 1 in the country. I think they also have the best odds to win a national championship. Penn State, number 2. Congrats, James Franklin. Drew Aller and the boys. Ohio State always going to be high because the team's obviously phenomenal. Clemson now is the interesting team that nobody has talked about or thought about all offseason except for Clemson fans. Now, I know the ACC has talked about it in the way that the ACC has talked about it. We love the ACC. Love everything about it, especially down there with Bill Belichick now.
Come on.
He's doing his thing.
Yeah,
but the thought that Dabo is going to be back in the national conversation is great for college football. I'm happy about that. Greg McElroy actually has Clemson as their number 1 team in the country in his eyes on his Always College Football podcast. He has Clemson as the number 1 overall team
Notre Dame
in the
number
country.
3.
Tone, what are we seeing from the AP top 25?
Well, that's Greg's.
McElroy's top 25. What are the
Greg McElroy, come on, bro.
Hold on.
Greg's lost.
Hold on. With this Greg preseason top 25, I already see about 3 problems with this ranking right off the bat. Okay. But the one I want to harp on the most, just because it's got me like tism triggered 8 Ways to Sunday with that Greg McElroy. How the hell is USC ranked?
Where are they?
Where?
USC?
It was the Greg McElroy's preseason top 25.
I told you the guy's lost in space. Look at the picture of his bobblehead. I mean, right off the bat, the whole situation's messed up.
So, as a group of 5 guy, because thank you, Donnie. Yes,
he does have a sick hat though. McAfee's got a sick hat, bro.
Oh yeah. So, number 1 for me, I'm glad that Boise State is preseason ranked top 25. Typically, ESPN, FPI, and AP polls, they don't tend to do any group of 5 teams any favors. So, just hanging my hat on that. But when we went ahead and saw this preseason poll, we all came to the conclusion that there are some teams that got some votes here that seem to be a little bit more sleepy hollow for like the college football playoff than others. And we focused specifically on the group of 5. So, Roma, what was your team that you focused on that got votes as a sleeper?
As a sleeper, James Madison.
Whoa.
What conference is James Madison in?
JM.
Oh my God, what are they? They're in the
I'm pretty sure they're in the Sun Belt.
Yeah, either Sun Belt or who used to be the MEAC.
I was just going to say.
Well, they used to be
MCAC or something, an MCAC.
Yeah. Again, they used to be FCS.
Yeah, because they were Division 2.
Is this the first year that James Madison is bowl eligible as a transfer?
That's
it
correct.
Is?
Nailed it.
This is the first year that they can go to the
college
football
they had to wait like 4 years, didn't they?
Yeah,
2.
there was
no, it was 2 years.
Yeah, it was a 2-year waiting period.
Mm-hmm.
Then they were eligible for bowl play.
Okay. And then Gargi, who's your Sleepy Hollow?
I like Navy.
Eggers away, my boys.
Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, Navy, the midshipmen, one of the oldest schools, 1879. Roger Staubach attended there. They won a championship in 1926. That's 100 years ago, almost. Mm-hmm. All right, they play number 6 Notre Dame, week 9. You hear that, Salty? Notre Dame fan in the comment chat? Notre Dame plays Navy week 9 at Notre Dame, but that's okay. And in 2029, if we're still here, if Prometheus doesn't arrive, they open up against the Buckeyes of Ohio State. Navy on the rise. Let's go.
Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and torpedo that entire hype speech with the torpedo from Toledo.
Oh, you slick one over there. You could have used a little. You could have used a little lube first. You could have lubed.
No, man. First. Very rarely does the
Doug says 1926.
Again,
yeah, 99 years.
Gargi, very rarely does the torpedo of fate come pre-lubricated. But no, the reason I took notice with Toledo was the fact that it's very rare for a MAC team, the Mountain Atlantic Conference, to go ahead and get votes in preseason rankings, let alone the fact that they could even get votes during the AP Top 25 seasons. Because typically, your best in the MAC is still getting 1 or 2 votes every week. Saw that with Ohio, Miami, Ohio, and every so often Northern Illinois. But no, the fact that Toledo got 13 votes as a preseason AP Top 25, that's the second highest that the MAC conference has gotten in the past 10 years, outside of Northern Illinois getting 16 votes last year in 2023, and that was right after Northern Illinois upsets Notre Dame.
Wow, Notre Dame salty. Hey, listen,
they'll be in a conference.
Yeah, it's nice to see that those small conferences is getting some play and burn here with these teams trying to, show face in these big games and get a rank attached to them.
Before we go dumpster diving, is there one team that stands out on this AP Top 25 that you have to go cockeyed like? Huh?
What do you got? What do you got?
Arizona State.
Ooh, the Sun Devils
at 11. Why? Why? They don't have Skadaboo anymore.
Whoa, nice name drop.
They didn't have a passing offense. Like, they barely had a passing offense. Last year, Skadaboo ran that entire team.
What were they ranked last year?
Number 8.
Yeah.
They started.
I don't know if they were ranked when they started, but they became the Big 12 champions.
Maybe that's why they're representing right there. Because look at all the teams ahead of them.
Salty's talking smack over here.
None of those teams are in there conference or anything near there.
You said a Buckeye fan talking about weak schedules. It's almost as laughable as an SEC fan saying the same thing.
Well, you brought up the SEC. Damn it, Salty. You brought it up, and now I have to talk about Florida.
Listen, you guys were in the independent league for how long, Notre Dame? I mean, you're lucky you're in a conference now. Relax.
An associate conference.
Independent. You were in a conference that didn't even exist in the National Football League. It wasn't even like looked upon.
Sharky, take that independent. Turn that into a sound clip, damn it.
Listen, Navy, all right, they got this kid Blake Horvat. The kid's sick, bro. Triple option. Kid's a beast, bro. There's 135 or 134 major college teams in Division I play, and Navy's ranked 63rd. So, that's my dark horse. I like it.
All right, so I have to ask, Navasa, when was the last time Toledo upset a top 25 team?
Oh, I have to do my duties as the Googler.
Take a guess first.
The Google.
The Googler. Yes.
The Googaloo.
The Googler. I am the Googler. Da. Vash, you shut your whore mouth.
Oh my God. The comments are going crazy right now.
I know. That's why I told Vash.
That's so funny.
Some of these I can't show.
Let's see. Toledo beating a top 25 team.
Mm-hmm.
I believe 2018. What you got?
Ladies and gentlemen, 2001, number 18, Arkansas.
The greatest lesson we've learned in big games is don't wait around. Take your shots early.
You know how good these cameras were back in 2001.
It's never given. Let's go get it.
Dude, 20 FPS.
Oh. Snap over the punter's head. He will chase it down to the 25. Has the punt blocked, and it goes out of bounds. Toledo with the football in Arkansas territory.
Arkansas don't look too good to begin with.
This is 25 years ago.
25 years ago.
Kind of looks the same.
Looks like he's going to change the play.
I mean,
Maybe
so
less jewelry.
hold on. Is this when Arkansas had Darren McFadden? Or was that later?
I think might have been a little bit later. I think this was the year before he showed up.
He will be close. He might be short of the first down.
Wow.
Down at 5. Allen gets a snap.
But yeah, but you get the gist. 2001 was the last time.
The Toledo Rockets, DeJuan Rogers with the pick.
On the road.
Okay. 2005 was Darren
left to go in
McFadden.
the third quarter. Toledo by a deuce. It'll be an inside handoff. Jones Moore to the 5, to the goal line. Touchdown, Rockets.
That Toledo team wasn't bad. I think they were. Did they win their conference that year?
To Collins. Collins has to break it to the outside. Caught at the 10-yard line for a 6-yard loss.
But yeah, but you get it, dude.
I know.
Crazy game.
Now, what's funny is that last year, Toledo went to Mississippi State and completely thrashed a completely below average Mississippi State team.
Mm-hmm.
This year, they open, Toledo does, by going to Kentucky, which means if Toledo wins against Kentucky, I am going to have a very, very bad day with Brian.
Well, I don't think so because Brian's actually not a Kentucky fan.
No, he's an Okie State boy. Also, to answer your question, the Toledo Rockets, 2001 season, when they beat number 18 Arkansas, they finished 10-2. They finished number 22 in the AP poll. Excuse me, number 22 in the coaches poll, 23 in the AP poll. And they won their division against Marshall, which now Marshall is in the Sun Belt, which we could go down the entire rabbit hole of conference realignment for the next 2.5 hours.
It's pretty crazy that a winner of a conference division or whatever is going to get moved and shipped out to a new conference. I mean, how do they select which teams are leaving based on what? Money revenue coming in, or someone agrees to leave? How do they do that?
So typically with conference realignment, it depends on if A, the conference invites the team, and B, if the team accepts. Because there were certain cases where, like for example, the Big East, back when it was still the Big East, they invited Navy, Air Force, and Boise to join the Big East. But they all said no. Versus what most conferences would do, like San Diego State trying to join the Pac-12 when it was still USC, UCLA, etc. The conference said no. Now, I don't want to do it. I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole. Don't do it. All I'm going to say is, for me, if there's going to be conference realignment happening, I guarantee you the Big 12 is going to be in the catbird seat. I predict, come 2030, Georgia Tech will be in the Big 10.
Which now technically the Big 14.
Yeah. Let's just keep stuffing more teams in there. We're going to have to change the number on this conference.
Yeah, but Georgia Tech is going to have to do something about that offense. That offense is so weird.
Well, it comes from the offensive coordinator, so
I guess I don't know how he's still there. But now it's your turn. When was the last time that Navy beat a top 25 team?
Also, Roma, it wasn't 2001. It was 2015 that Toledo beat Arkansas. You said 2001.
I want to say Navy beat. How
did I get that far off?
No idea.
I want to say Navy beat.
That was Google.
Number 25, Washington.
Number 25, Washington.
When?
2013.
2024 against Army.
He knows the underdog.
Army was ranked. Whoa!
Army, Navy.
Yes.
But what is Navy doing to this number 22 ranked Army team? They are embarrassing them. They go up 21-13. It's a one-score game. On 4th and 5, they snap it to the big man, and he takes off 29 yards for a first down. At this point, this has the chance.
He's a big boy.
To become one of the legendary images in
Look how short his legs are.
But they're not done. Blake Horvath, the man who by himself ran for 200 yards in this game.
That's going to be a name in the NFL. Blake Horvath.
Meanwhile, this Navy defense played with the lead all game, held Bryson Dale to 65 passing yards, and forced 3 interceptions, including this one, which was a horrible decision.
11-1 Army going down at home. Wow.
Navy was nearly a touchdown underdog and whooped Army straight up. This is why you play the game.
Two things, Gargi. Number one, Army-Navy game is never played in either Annapolis or West Point. It is always at a neutral field, whether it's
Philly.
Gillette. Well, sometimes it's been New England. Sometimes it's been East Rutherford. Sometimes it's Philly.
Okay.
Depends on the scheduling.
So they don't West Point it? They don't West Point it?
No.
If they're home? Okay.
No. Specifically for Army versus Navy.
Gotcha. Yep.
It's always a neutral site game.
Number 2, the NCAA damn near screwed themselves last year because it was legitimately possible that Army and Navy could have been playing for the AAC title game, which would have been a legitimate chance at the college football playoff, especially for Army. So what the NCAA came to an agreement was for if Army and Navy play for the conference title, they would play at the designated home team. So whether Army or Navy, whoever had the higher ranking or the better record, they would be the host. But when it's a traditional Army versus Navy game, number one, that traditional game does not get counted against the records. And number 2, it has to be at a neutral site. So, just saying, they damn near screwed themselves.
Screwed a pooch.
Now, the very last one. Now, obviously, I know it because I looked it up. James Madison.
Oh, boy.
I know.
Shoot.
Last year, against North Carolina, 70-50.
Wow.
They scored 70 points on North Carolina in North Carolina.
That's a firing. The coach had to get fired after that game.
That's why they brought in Belichick.
There you go.
Unbelievable awareness by Alonzo Barnett, knowing the situation and understanding he has a free play.
You don't give up 70 points
Dylan
at home.
Williams, the true freshman, checks in.
You're going to have your job.
No. North Carolina's not ranked.
Barnett's going to take it himself. He's going to dive towards the goal line. Touchdown.
I love the purple.
Touchdown.
They scored 52 points in the first half.
Fred split it out wide, and you try to get behind.
Bruising running too, downhill like.
But Alonzo Barnett.
I love it.
Here they go.
McGinnis gets his punt blocked.
And that's a stout for you, McGinnis.
They scoop it, and they score.
Wow.
Bro,
a scoop and a score. I love it.
I remember because I was watching another game during this, but I kept having to come back because I kept seeing at the bottom of the screen all the
Great
college
job overloading it to the right by
scoreboard.
JMU. And
It was just like every time their team came across, they scored another touchdown, and I was
You
like,
just kept lighting it up. I have to tune in.
Barnett all day. He tosses it over the middle, an easy touchdown to
Hey,
Cam
AK,
Ross.
this team's a little bit better than I thought.
Dukes
Now I understand they're playing,
6-yard
competition that's like below top 50, but still, like, I mean,
their lead again.
North Carolina
We'll see UNC play zone.
below 50.
Campbell has to step up when you see Alonzo Barnett.
So first down
and
10
then
at the 14-yard line.
Look at this.
For the Dukes.
It's the second quarter.
They've scored on
it's
3 straight
not even halfway
possessions,
through
all
the second
touchdowns.
quarter.
Barnett with time. Launches to the end zone.
I'm sure the over-under was 65.5 on this game. Go over at the first half.
This score
Alonzo
here
Barnett
beat the
feeling himself right now.
49.5
You can see the confidence growing as he hits Taylor
in the
Thompson on this
second quarter.
great seam route.
I think this was this the pick?
Rolling out
this
of the
was
pocket,
insane.
throws on the run. Picked off by Terrence Spence.
He just ran right into it. It was like, yo, here's your cereal for the morning, little Wheaties.
Bro, look at this.
33-yard interception return.
52.
JMU putting the exclamation point on this first half.
52 to 21. Like
they moved the Syracuse Orangemen to the ACC.
No, they're in the they're in the ACC because they play
Big Ten.
Wait,
sure?
no, North Carolina?
No,
North Carolina?
Syracuse.
No, Syracuse.
Syracuse is ACC because they play Pitt, North Carolina, Virginia Tech.
Because I remember them playing North Carolina. I remember that game. So that's why.
Yeah, they did have a ram on the field. That's funny. All right, so I got a question for the audience before we leave here tonight, and that is who they think is going to miss the playoffs in the MLB season with the current teams in the chase. So anybody that's in the audience right now, let us know who you think out of all the teams. Actually, here, I'm gonna pull it back up so everybody can see. All right. So out of the Toronto Blue Jays, Detroit Tigers, Houston Astros, Seattle Mariners, Boston Red Sox, New York Yankees, or the Brewers, the Phillies, the Padres, the Cubs, the Dodgers, the Mets, who is not going to make the playoffs?
Excellent question.
Ooh.
Have fun with this one.
Ooh, we got to vote for the Padres.
Ooh.
Padre choker.
We got to vote for the Yankees?
Rick, I love it, Rick. I am a diehard Yankee fan, and I am on your wagon because they are horrendous.
Okay, here's a hot one for you. Boston. Okay. Boston's going to choke.
You think Boston's going to choke? I mean, what are they, 66, 62?
They're another hot. Look at their record at home. I mean, it's ridiculous. They're Fenway Park.
No, they're always hot at home.
You know?
But they can't travel for crap.
No, they're 500 on the road.
Now, what's interesting, if you take a look at the teams, games played against teams over 500, look at Seattle. 36-26 against over 500 teams. That's impressive.
You figure and especially like every road game for Seattle, it's super far, right? Because I mean, even if they play like the Brewers on an interleague game, they're still traveling half the country to get to the Brewers. So, I think Seattle's got to travel. The travel is crazy.
Believe it or not, the closest team to the Seattle Mariners is actually the Athletics Club.
I like the club. It's like a circus. They got the horse.
Speaking of club, the Utah hockey team, they went ahead and moved from Arizona because Phoenix and Arizona can't pay their bills for crap. So they moved to Utah. Have they decided on a mascot yet?
Maybe Karl Malone.
Oh!
Sorry.
Come on, bro.
Sorry, I had to deliver some mail. I'm sorry.
You massacred my boy!
Shut up, hey! Deliver it! Deliver it!
From the top rope!
Hey, listen, man. We old school out here, ladies and gents.
Ooh, the Utah Yetis.
I like it.
If they could make that work, the Yetis.
I like it.
Though that mascot would be nasty.
He'd be hairy.
Tell that to the Kraken.
Nasty looking.
Tell the Kraken's
lost credibility now.
Yeah, they did. They almost got They almost got torn in half last week.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, you want to talk mascots? I think Bernie the Brewer is the best mascot.
Those sausage races in
Milwaukee? The Brewers is the shit right now. I'm not gonna front. The Brewers are the schniznit.
The toboggans?
The Parkinsons? The Parkinsons?
Dude, if I was on Twitch or Kick, my raid message would have been hashtag Parkinson Toboggan. Also, Gargi, we dropped him. But no.
What happened?
Oh no! But no, man.
Well, we're at the end of the show anyway, so
he dropped it like it's hot.
Yeah, he was like, "Gotta go." I had to drop my pants. My balls is hot.
No!
We gotta get some MMA stuff in here.
Look, we're gonna try to get some MMA. We'll definitely try to get some PBR. Hell, NASCAR.
We got you, Salty. We got you, Salty. We'll see what's going on. If you're free on a Wednesday night, we got you. All right. So, anyways, hey, there
I had Parkinson's and I hit the button by accident. Sorry about that, guys. So excited to be here. I'm so excited.
Oh no!
I love it. I love it. Clean them up, AK.
Oh man, I gotta get my spectacles on for this one. Well, anyways, thank you guys for joining us tonight. Make sure you go to riseofmiddleamerica.com. You see our myriad of shows right up here at the upper right-hand corner. That's our socials. It's also our Discord. Takes you straight there. You see all of our ugly faces here. We got to get Navasa's face up here pretty soon.
Navasa.
Yes, sir. And then these are all the other shows that we've got going on. You know, we got Sunset Rants Monday through Thursday. We've got, I think Facts and Sash should be back next week. And then we've got Roma Nation on Fridays along with FAFO Friday. And then we've got on Tuesday nights. What do we have Tuesday night? Oh, it's a drive-in pop culture show. So
you guys are locked and loaded.
Yeah, we are locked and loaded. We're also in the works of a wrestling show as well.
Oh my god! I was just watching Ravish and Rick Rude's highlights before I came to work with you guys. This is how I get amped up at night. I watch Ravish and Rick Rude in the ring do his thing.
I'll just watch The Rock. That's it. All of his funniest ones.
All right.
Yep. And then you can show your support right here. You can go to our Roma Nation merch, or you can make a monetary contribution with the PayPal link to help us keep the lights on, get the news coming, get the sports coming. Bro, Roma Nation's exploding right now. So thank you guys so much for watching us tonight. You guys got any final thoughts?
We need to make a tier list, okay? We have to do a tier list of every single freaking sports channel's intro theme, to spend 20 minutes dissecting it left, right, and center just because you brought it up with Peacock.
Oh, man. Yeah, we're going to have to pay like $800 a month just to watch football next year.
Sad.
Oh, that's right. Somebody did the math on all the cable packages you'll have to buy to watch all the NFL stuff, and it's like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Listen. There it is. Listen, AK, you're blowing up like a Chernobyl Cinnabon. All right? Let's do it up.
Where's the end stream button? I gotta hit
have
this
a great
button
evening tonight, baby.
I gotta hit this button. I gotta hit it.
Where can they find you, Gargi?
You'll find me at Lemagreg 108 on X.
All right, you find me at the real Roma _AK. You guys have a great night.
Oh no! I get left behind once again! No child left behind! You can find me on X at Lord Navasa, Twitch, Lord Navasa, Kick, Just Navasa. Let's go! Hit the button! Launch the
I'm hitting it. I'm in it. 3, 2, 1. Laters.